Hey guys, it's Brittany. Today I am really sick, but I figured why not take the opportunity to do some sick day witchcraft, and I thought I would just film that. So apologies if I look disgusting, sound disgusting. I also had dental work done yesterday, and so like this side of my face still really hurts, and I have a hard time opening my mouth wide enough sometimes to talk, and definitely smiling hurts. But yeah, I'm just gonna take you along with some sick day witchcraft. If it's really dark, I apologize. It is after 4 p.m. and it's just really dark. I'm starting with some tea. Figure a nice chai will work, especially because it's got nice chai. Wow, a nice chamomile. Because it's got chamomile, spearmint, lemongrass, peppermint, some turmeric, lemon balm, and licorice root, which are all good for dealing with a cold. I'm just gonna... it's got enough water in it, I think. Oops. And it's about to get really loud because we have to have the hood fan on. But yeah, I'm just gonna make that. Just gonna make it in here. This is my current favorite mug. Big fan of the message. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that real quick. So I am stirring clockwise, which is hard to do when the tea bag follows, but anyway, I'm stirring clockwise for like bringing in healing and bringing in wellness. And while I let that steep for another minute, I'm gonna go grab some crystals. I am gonna grab some crystals that are conducive to healing. It's also really dark in here and I'm having a hard time seeing. Anyways, yeah, what I'm looking for right now is bloodstone, citrine, and quartz. Okay, don't do this in the dark. There it is. There's my bloodstone. One of them. And there's the other. So I really like this one because, like, bloodstone, right? And it's essentially shaped like a kidney. And it's the same color as a kidney. And so I just think that's really funny. Also, pyrite. Got some pyrite. I don't know what I'm doing. My crystals are honestly just all over the place right now. I have some here. I have some over here. I've got pieces here. Yeah, that is what I've got for crystals right now. And I've got a little, like, remedy poultice kind of thing that I'm doing that requires very little effort. Some coconut oil, or any carrier oil, and eucalyptus oil. So, yeah. Excuse the harsh lighting. We're now in the bathroom. This might be a really bad angle. If it is, apologies. I'm not looking too great from any angle at the moment. So I like to just take a little bit of coconut oil, like not a whole lot. I made the mistake of using too much of both before, and it just didn't go well for me. I had too much. So take a little bit of that and just kind of like start getting it warmed up in my palm. And add just a drop of eucalyptus. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. There you go. Oh, that was two. Oops. Oh well. Just gonna mix that in and really just think like healing, healing, healing. And then, as hard as a scarf on, then I'm gonna just like rub it into my throat. Just like that. It reminds me of like Vicks Vapour Rub. I can feel my sinuses clearing already. So yeah, and I'm just gonna put some on my chest, because that's where I'm also feeling the cold. It started in my throat and then it moved up to my nose and now down to my chest as well. So I'm just gonna work all of that in, going all the way up to my ears, because your ears, mouth, nose, and throat are all connected. And yeah, that is my hippie version of Vicks. Yeah, not legit or anything, but it's fine. It works. I found it really helpful with my sore throat, so we're going with it. Different filming spot than usual because it's really dark and messy in my room. And also we have the Christmas tree up and I want to take advantage of that because it's pretty. For like the, I guess, last bit of my sick day witchcraft, I've got my tea, I've got the eucalyptus and coconut oil on my neck and chest. I've got water because I need to stay hydrated and I suck at that. I've got some crystals, and I've also got some incense. I've got some cedar incense because this is good for cleansing, and so I'm really just trying to cleanse the air around me. If you have an incense that, or if you have an oil, I actually think diffusing an oil would be really good for this. If you have one that's like antibacterial, that would be really good, I think, but also you have to be really careful because you cannot burn certain things around certain animals. I'm gonna light this, then we have a little plant pot that we frequently put incense in. There we go. I'm just gonna scoot over and do that. And I really like sticking incense in a plant pot because it, like, you can just burn it down, and as long as there are no leaves in the way, like, it's just gonna fall into the soil, which is really good for the soil, good for the plants. Plants purify the air, that's what incense is also doing in a way, so it's like mixing the methods, I guess, helping the plants along in their purification. And also it's like when you smoke cleanse crystals to like cleanse them, but also if you want to put a certain intent in them. It's kind of what you're doing with the plant really passively, so I'm a big fan of that. But for crystals, I've got a couple pieces of clear quartz, just is a general purifying sort of thing. I've got a little, almost like a point that is also quartz, and this to me feels a little bit more directional with energy, so I'm going to be using that for something in particular. I have 3 pieces of citrine right here, which are very nice. I really like them. And then I've got 2 pieces of pyrite, and perhaps the most healing, bloodstone. So I've got my little kidney bean bloodstone, and then this darker green one. And these are actually good crystals for Yule, so that's fun. 2 birds with 1 stone. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put them all into my hands. Yeah, I'm going to leave the point out for right now, but I'm going to put them all into my hands and like shake them. Like, you know how when you put intention into your crystals, just like that? Oops. I'm going to take it a step further and like shake them to like wake them up, get that energy there, and really like, really just get them working. And I like doing this with all of them all together because it kind of, I feel like it's like a cocktail. I'm shaking a cocktail of crystals right now. So yeah, I'm just going to do that for as long as it feels right. Usually I would count because I'm big on numbers, but I'm too busy talking, so I'm just going to keep going until I feel like stopping. Alright, so now that I've got those, I'm just kind of going to leave them in a bit of a like semi-circle in front of me. That is what I've got for my little setup here. Yeah, especially when I'm working with like 2 of each crystal, I like to make things kind of symmetrical. So I've got my bloodstone, my quartz, my pyrite, just feeling unbalanced, there we go, and then my citrine. I'm just gonna make a nice little protective barrier of healing over here. And then with this one, it's not feeling like the rest of them. So I think with this, I might just like, sometimes I just do things because they feel right and I don't know what an explanation for it would be. But yeah, so I'm gonna like sit and let the healing vibes wash over me while I drink my tea and like soak up the smell of incense as well as the smell of our lovely tree. Let's get that back over here. Hi. I don't know if that's really close. But yeah, that is kind of my sick day witchcraft. Super low key intention over anything. Oh yeah, I am also going to gargle with some salt water because that is good for your throat, for like antibacterial purposes, but also when you want to think about salt as super cleansing, you're swirling it around, and then when you spit it out, just like spit out all of that illness. And I'm not going to film me doing that because that's gross, but yeah, that is something extra you can do. With tea, you can choose whatever, either your favorite tea that makes you really cozy, or if you have a specific one, like a blend that you use when you're sick, You can also add whatever you want to your tea, obviously. I find honey really helpful. Lemon also is really, really good when you're sick. I haven't added it to this just because I don't know if I'm going to want to, but oh, that's good. And I apologize for the complete lack of uploads these last few weeks. It was finals at university, so I had like final papers and final assignments, and then some in-class exams that I had to write. So I was busy with school and nothing else for weeks. And I'm back, and I would have uploaded something earlier, either at the end of last week or yesterday, because I had filmed a like how to deal with a low energy day video, and I was so low energy that it was horrible. It was, you could barely hear me, you couldn't see what I was doing because I was knitting while I was doing it, and so I'm just staring down at my knitting and you can kind of hear the click of the needles. And it was awful. I looked even worse than I do right now, so we're not going to let that see the light of day. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to have a lot more videos over the holidays just because I'm off school. And we'll see where we go from there. So thank you so very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.